my name is Jamie Lee, matchmaking and love coach here in Southern Oregon. Today we're going to talk a little bit about tips for online dating. You know, it seems that everybody is dating online these days, but there are definitely some things that you want to do and definitely some things that you don't want to do. First, I want to talk a little bit about statistics and single people and such across the nation. So first, I really want to mention that 1 in every 5 people, they are dating online these days. You know, there's this whole idea that people are going to meet organically, but it's happening more and more often that people are meeting online, and arguably, especially if you read some work maybe from eHarmony, they're going to tell you that they're finding more success. Relationships are lasting longer and longer as you learn a little bit about that person before you jump into a relationship with them. Also, we should mention that there are 54 million single people in the United States today, and over 5 million of those people are dating online. They have an online profile with something like Match.com or eHarmony. 70% of them are going to tell you that they're really looking primarily at the level of compatibility or the interests of the people that they are looking at online rather than looking at those pictures. And I just read recently that fewer than 50% of them are looking at pictures first. They're really looking at whether or not they're compatible with that person. And that speaks volumes. You know, this whole online dating thing really allows people to determine whether or not you're compatible with someone before you go on that first date. So a little interesting. I always find that interesting when I read that information. So let's talk a little bit about how you can build a successful online dating profile. First of all, as many people, I know quite a few of them that do this. They really want to try to sell themselves in this online profile. But realistically speaking, you're not really needing to sell yourself. If you just talk a little bit about the things that you love doing, talk maybe a little bit about why you live here or what brought you to Southern Oregon, the things that you enjoy doing in your spare time, keep it upbeat, enthusiastic. Those are the things that you really want to portray in an online profile. Also, you really want to make sure that when you're posting pictures on an online profile, you take into consideration the way that they can be perceived by the person that's receiving them. You're going to have a wide variety of people looking at your profile, and that can be sometimes a little bit scary, but it's also an opportunity for you to put yourself out there in a real way. When I say real way, though, I don't mean trying to be sexy in front of the camera for your online profile. Those really aren't the pictures that real people looking for genuine relationships want to see. What they want to see, maybe what you're going to look like on that first date, and honestly, I would advise hiring a professional photographer to come in, take maybe a headshot of you close up. They want to see what you're going to look like, what you look like when you smile. They're also going to want to take a look at maybe what you're going to look like on that first date, and then maybe also you in your own element. Show them what you're going to look like when you're going for a hike or when you're hanging out reading a book. Wear some of those casual things that they might see you in a day-to-day basis. So the next thing that's really important is writing your profile. Not just what you're going to talk about and how you're going to present yourself, because again, this is kind of a catalog opportunity. People are going to kind of come through, look at a bunch of people. They're going to decide who it is that they want to talk to. And one of the number one things that will prevent people from clicking through on your profile is if you have a bunch of spelling or grammar issues. I highly, highly recommend, before you press send or okay or accept or submit on your online profile, make sure you have a friend or family member read it for you. Make sure you're spelling your to's correctly and your theirs correctly, your we's correctly. I cannot stress to you how important this is. And speaking from personal experience, I will share a very, very quick personal story with you. I was dating a very successful businessman here in Southern Oregon. Great person, wonderful father, great family. And then we started communicating a little bit via text and email. And I have to tell you, it was a huge turnoff when I realized he didn't know these things. He didn't know his to from his to or his there from his there. And honestly, it was such a big turnoff that it created a little separatism between us. Some of these things you can coach someone through if you really see the value in continuing a relationship with them, but that's something that's so easily avoidable in today's day and age. There's no reason in an online profile to have those spelling errors. So pay close attention to that. And after all of this great advice, I am sure you're feeling a little overwhelmed. You can always lean on us. We are here. We employ a professional copywriter, photographer, hair and makeup artist. We're very happy to have you come in. Let us write your online profile for you or set you up with our hair and makeup artist and then send you right in with a photographer where you're going to get these great pictures for your online profile. Feel free. Give us a call. Like I said, we're here to help you.